Hello, this is the second part of how to make a CRUD with PHP and MySQL. If you did not see the first part, I recommend you to see it. There you will see how to create a database and a form. Well, with that said, let's start with this video. First, I will show you the result is the one you see on the screen. And then we will go to how I did it. Let's go to where our page is. In my case, I put formulary results PHP. And we get a table where we see all the results, and in each result appears to edit and delete. When we click on edit, we get a form below with the results and allows us to edit as seen in the three cases. Also, when you put delete, it is deleted. Now let's see how I did it. First, we need to create 3 PHP files and a style. To the first PHP file, I named it formulary results PHP. Inside we open an HTML, and inside we do the following: link the HTML to the style. Then we use it to create a hyperlink to the page where we can create data, what we did in the first video. Inside the body we do the following. The reporting error is so that we do not get an error. Connect to the database as done in the previous video. We select the elements of the table, and then we create another variable to link the elements of the table. Then we create the table and open a PHP symbol in order to get the data from the table. The result can be seen in the above. And then we link the delete with a page that calls delete PHP, where we delete the id that we select. And then we link another id to be able to edit from the same page. There we close PHP and also close the table. Then we open PHP again and do this. We connect the database and select the id of the table direct1, and we connect it. Then we make an if so that if it connects to show us this form, the form we make so that it is executed using the file update PHP and post method, and we put the following: The names are important to be recognized and the values where the echoes are to show the values. At the end we put an input with submit value and close the form. Finally we put the else so that nothing happens, if nothing happens, and finally we close the connection and we also close the HTML. Now we open the file update PHP and do the following. We connect the database, select the elements of the table. Below we make the query where we update the data. We must take into account the name, and after the where is to determine the id which will be updated. If this results will automatically redirect us to the results page with the header. The else is to show us an error in case it does not happen, and the last thing would be to link the result. In the file delete PHP we open with the symbol PHP. We put error reporting so that it does not appear to us that there is an error. We connect the database and select the elements and then we link them. After that, we create an if. So that something happens when we recognize the ID. Inside we create a variable where we put the function delete and there it is linked with the ID that is selected above in the URL. We create another variable where we connect and we make that it is executed the deletion. And then we create another if. So that when the deletion happens it redirects us to the page of the results with the header. The one of below of the header so that in case it does not redirect it has the possibility to make a click and to come back. Then we close everything and close the PHP variable. Finally, this would be the style to make it more pleasing to the eye. This would be all. If you followed all the steps in the previous video as well as in this one, you should have the same result.